back, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into Mana TV5 once again. Yes, this is Vani with you, bringing to you another brand new episode of United Voice of Women, brought to you by KANKATALA Silks. KANKATALA Silks, they believe in dressing and treating a woman like a queen that she deserves to be. So you definitely want to log on to kankatala.com today, because you know that KANKATALAs deliver to your doorstep. And when you are with KANKATALA, you are family. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. And like every week, again today, I have a fantabulous guest with me, and I cannot wait to take you with me on a journey with this new friend. If you are ready, I sure am. Yes, this is Vani with you, bringing to you another brand new episode of United Voice of Women. Yes, officially, this is time for UVW, and we are coming to you from Mana TV5, New Jersey, USA. I absolutely love you and this beautiful platform. When we say it is UVW, you know we mean an ode to the woman, a celebration of women, empowerment of women, and of course, inspiration by and for women. Because we believe that every woman around us and among us is a hero in her own right, because she is always tirelessly working on balancing her personal and professional life. And I think there is nobody who is cheering her, but there is somebody that can cheer her, right? You and me. I cheer you, you cheer me. You know what? That's what I like best about this platform, because every lovely guest that comes here on this platform is actually wanting to be our friend and want to be able to share her journey with us, which is not really easy. By the way, if any one of you missed the UVW episode last Sunday, please make sure that you watch it. It is on my page, Vani Ida, on Facebook, because you just can't miss it. And in that show, the kids were talking about something that really caught my attention. They said, you know, being on the show, what is really important? People need confidence. These kids were talking about it. They were saying that to be able to sit in front of the camera and talk about yourself, it actually needs courage. So you got to be brave and you got to be confident. And this is one thing I never thought about. So tell me, what can be better, you know, than wanting to sit down together, just talk about life, just talk about our journey, and see there are so many things that come out of it, through which somebody is actually connecting in different ways. Somebody is inspired, somebody is encouraged, somebody is thinking maybe it is a, you know, horrible warning, somebody else is just smiling, somebody thinks, wow, that is what is UVW, and I love it, and you do too, so I love you. All right, guys, now if you are all set, I am ready to introduce you to our new guest today. Well, in this new year, we have been having very interesting friends joining us. And I have to tell you, this year's, what should I say, guest today for 2018, okay? What I really am excited about is, this is a woman, she's so out there. She's from the financial services world, but I think besides that, she does a million other things. I actually do not have to say much, because I feel a lot of people out there know her much better than I do. But this is the very first time that I'm going to be having a rendezvous with her, and I can't wait to hear her story. So if you are with me, let's put our hands together and welcome our new guest today. This is Sangeeta, Mallik in the house of UVW. Welcome, Sangeeta.
Thank you, Vani. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And I have been watching your show and I really, really love it.
Wow. Thank you so much, Sangeeta. But tell me something. How can you be so cool?
I take things, as they come. I don't think about them. I think we should take life as it comes. Don't think about past, don't think about future, and then you're always cool.
You know what? The very stance in which you're sitting, I've not seen a lot of people sit like that, so relaxed, on this table here. And I absolutely admire that. Okay, that
Thank
shows
you.
that you are really ready to have a party.
Yes,
I am.
I'm always ready to have a party.
That is so sweet. And I know that you are actually all about parties. I've seen you organizing huge events like API, etc.
Yes.
That's the way I've seen you. And I've seen a couple of pictures of yours with a lot of stars and all that. Quite a celebrities, okay? Some big leaders and stuff, all right?
Yes.
And I don't know how to connect it all because I know you are from the financial industry. You are working with organizing things in the medical industry and you have connects with the political industry. Now you are a very interesting person. And I want to start your story right from the beginning.
Okay, right from the beginning, I'm from Delhi in India. And I was a medical professional. So
what were you, a certified doctor?
Yes, I was a doctor. I had my own practice. I have authored a book which was published in, 92, I think.
General practitioner?
Yes.
Whoa! Where did you come out of?
From Delhi.
Delhi, which university?
Actually, I am a homeopathic physician. I did my graduation from Nehru Homeopathic Medical College in Delhi. And then I started my own practice. I had a flourishing practice. Then I authored a book which was published. And actually, I was even doing business at that time.
Okay. All right. So we'll have to take a break. We are going to start from the beginning. Means where were you born? Where did you grow up? How was growing up? And then we'll go to this because I know it's going to get super exciting once you grew up. Okay. And you can go in a flow and take us through all your, awesome journeys through various industries. That is exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know if I met anybody with so many, somebody who is part of so many different industries.
Yes, I have done lots and lots of different things. I always take a challenge and then I have to succeed kind of a person I am. So I was born and brought up in Delhi, joined Nehru Homeopathic College. It's a degree course.
उससे पहले देखिए आप फिर से जा रहे हो ना बहुत फास्ट स्लो हमें सब कुछ संक्षिप्त में नहीं चाहिए ऑलराइट हमें पूरी अच्छी ताकि हमें पता चले how you grew up and what actually brought all this into you because I know it all starts at the beginning.
Yes,
right?
Yeah, I grew up in a very open family. My parents and I had
a nuclear family.
Yeah. Actually, I will not say nuclear family. My family is still very, very connected. All my fathers, brothers, sisters, kind of, we all lived separately. But we were all so connected. Like, I'm from Delhi. Everybody lives in South Delhi. So everybody has a nuclear family, but we are all connected, going out to parties together, going out to movies together. In our family, it used to be one of my cousin will come to our house and then, oh, you are here, so let's call everybody. Everybody, whatever is cooked, they will bring and we will eat together, kind of a thing.
Awesome.
So it was like that. So, and I was the little kid, all my cousins were elder to me.
Okay, you're the youngest
so,
in the cousins?
Yes. I have two more after me, but when we were growing up, I was a little baby for everyone. There's a lot of gap between my sister and brother. I have one sister and one brother. So we were all growing up together. So a lot of fun, lot of, family values where I feel when you come here, you miss all that a lot.
Yes, you sure do.
So that's how I grew up and then I joined homeopathy. And
what kind of a kid were you?
I was a very mischievous kind of a kid,
Okay,
you know.
see?
Yeah, and
How could we
always
miss that part of it? All right, yes.
and because I was a little kid, little brat, you know, because pampered, I will say,
Ah.
very, very pampered child in my family, and you know, whatever everybody used to tell my dad, she's apple of your eyes. He will never say no to me for anything. You know, most of the families in India, they say the sons are treated better than daughters. In my family, we were 2 sisters and 1 brother. And even if my brother wanted anything to be done, he will come to me, please go and tell dad, so that he'll say yes.
Wow, so it was all women power in the house?
Yeah. And my dad, actually, he was a very, very open-hearted person.
Wow.
He has been, you know, my inspiration. He was like going out, very friendly with people and taking care of people.
Ah.
You know, he never used to go to temple or pray, but he always said, you know, God loves those who love their fellow men.
Wow.
And he was a real example for that. He was director in CBI, that is Central Bureau of Investigation, like FBI in US.
Yes.
And he used to treat his subordinates so well. You know, I used to laugh. We used to have, you know, anybody, even a driver, his driver, anybody will come, he will invite them inside to have tea and coffee. So I used to say, you know, for your official things, we should have another drawing room.
Exactly, because so many people.
But he loved them so much, and and I could realize later on, you know, when I grew up, he retired. After 20 years of retirement also, if he will call a driver who has worked for him, you know, today my driver, he used to have a private driver after he retired. So he will call a driver, you know, because my driver is not in today, so can you come? They will take a leave to come and, you know, serve him. You know, otherwise, like when you leave the chair, nobody bothers about it, because he did so much for them. They really used to love him, and unfortunately I lost him last year. And I was shocked the way people were coming in. You know, people were coming in from far away just to pay homage to him. Out of state people came.
How old was he?
He was like 87.
So he lived a good life.
He lived a very good life, but he could not live without my mom. That was the problem. I lost my mom in December. In March, 3 months, he was gone.
Oh my God.
So they were so connected with each other, which we don't see nowadays, those connections. They were married for 65, 66 years.
Wow.
And he could not take it.
Seriously?
Yes. Within 3 months. He had no problem at all. Within 3 months, he was gone. So that was sad, but, you know, he lived a very good life.
What a beautiful life.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Being admired by every single person that he worked with, even a driver.
Yeah.
And talk about drivers in India. They
The
give more of the headache. Most of the headache comes from all these guys.
And you know, he never used to call his drivers by only name. You know, if his name is Suresh, he will call Suresh Ji. He never did that, you know, that he will call a driver. He was a different kind of personality.
Beautiful,
So
Sangeeta.
I think I have taken a lot from him. That's why I'm into.
Now you know why I always like to listen to something from the beginning, because there is a lot that comes from how you grew up.
Yeah, because you learn from your parents, right? And he was a very, he was my hero, I'll say.
Wow.
And I was very connected to my parents. Even after coming to US, I used to go at least minimum once a year, sometimes 3 times. So, and you know, even in the last, like when he passed away, I was there on 1st March, on 30th March he passed away. 1 month I was with him. And I did not leave him for a minute. And he kept on telling me, you know, don't love me so much, I'm going, you will cry. So it was, but what can you do? Everyone has to face that part of life. Nobody can help it.
So true. Wow. So tell me, what was it that, how, while you were growing up, actually did you have people telling you that you should be this or you should be that? How were you in studies in school?
No. I was good. I was very good. Actually,
All by yourself?
Yeah. All three of us, like my brother, sister, and me, we were very good in studies.
All by yourself?
Yes.
Nobody was really telling you anything?
No. My dad, it was opposite, you know. My dad, like, if I have an exam tomorrow and I'm studying at night, I'm, you know, worked up, and I used to get very nervous in exams. So
Okay.
I'm studying, and he will come and he will say, oh, it's 12 o'clock, it's 1 o'clock, go and sleep. I used to say, Dad, every parent comes and says their children, "Padho." Aap abhi kehte ho, so jao. No, if you are awake all night, you'll be confused in the morning. You won't be able to do well. So go and sleep. So my father was very, very, and it never happened that he never went. Always when we used to have an exam, he will he will drop us to school and he will pick us up. He will not let us go in the school bus that day.
Okay.
That was his routine, always.
Okay.
And you won't believe, my brother got married, and his wife was doing MCOM at that time.
Okay.
And he insisted,
I will take you.
yeah, I will drop you.
Tradition
and I
of
will
the
pick
family.
you. So she said, no, I'm not used to it. My dad never did. He said, no, but I've done it for all my kids, so I'm going to do it for
Tradition
you.
of the family.
Yeah. And he was very passionate about his relationship. So he was actually an example. We say there's so much discrimination between sons and daughters. You won't believe, even after he passed away, he treated all three of us to same. You know, it was not that everything should go to my brother. No.
Wow.
So he was very, you know, open-minded, and my friends used to say,
very broad.
See, long time back in India, the things were not like that.
No.
And my friend used to come to my house, my close friend from my college. Her father was very strict. Like, you know, she was so scared of her father for putting a bindi, you know, he will say something. And when she used to come to my house, me and my father, we had a very open relationship.
Close.
You know, anything, it's not that if he has said we have to follow, we will discuss it, and you know, if I can convince him you are not right, I'm right, he will be convinced. So she used to say, how do you talk to your dad like that? I said, we're like friends.
Dad,
we are very like friends. So
wow,
that's how I led my life. Very, very, very.
I mean, where does your family actually come from?
They came from Pakistan. My parents came from Pakistan.
Okay.
And they came, actually I'm a Punjabi, but I don't have any roots in Punjab, because they came from Pakistan and settled in Delhi only.
Ah, okay.
And my grandfather was a, you know, Hakeem jo hote the. He was a very big Hakeem.
तो फिर medical thing से.
And
Okay.
he was so good. My dad used to tell us कि वो इंडिया आने के बाद उनको पाकिस्तान से लोग लेके जाते थे, because he has treated people like schizophrenic people who were chained. He has treated them.
Wow.
And the only thing I regret is I was very small when he passed away. But he kept on telling us that, you know, write down my formulas, and nobody paid attention, because everyone felt he's not going anywhere, and he, you know.
See?
Yeah. I remember when I was a child, once I had jaundice. You know,
everybody used to get it,
yeah.
when they were young.
And I still remember he gave me some medication, some herbal thing, and he told me, you know, वो एक मीठा जो पतासा आता है, break that. It was so bitter. उसको break करके उसमें डालो, दूसरा पतासा रखो, eat it and have milk with it. And I was fine within 3 days.
Whoa.
So
that doesn't happen in jaundice.
I really regret that.
But you remember that?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I don't know, maybe 10 years old or something.
10 or something. So maybe that's why you remember.
I remember him very well. He used to pamper us so much.
Of course, grandparents, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So while you were growing up, it was not as if anybody was talking about तुम doctor बनोगी तो अच्छा लगेगा या
no.
engineer बनोगी तो अच्छा
My
लगेगा.
father always used to say, do whatever you love to do.
Wow.
You know, never bothered. The only thing he sometimes used to say, my sister was a teacher. You know, she did she was from Lady Shriram College, and so she was a teacher. So my dad always used to say, for girls, teaching is a very good profession. You get so many holidays, and you know, you are half the day you are at home, so it's good. But I used to dread getting up early in the morning. And I used to say, you want me to get up early morning all my life? No, it's not happening.
After school, I'm not waking up. Okay. So, what about your mom?
My mom was a very simple religious lady.
Okay.
And she was a very caring person. So I think that's what I have got, like outgoing personality from my dad, and caring for people from my mom.
Yes.
I still do. You know, my mom used to be so particular about what we eat, how we eat. So जैसे हमारे घर में होता था, she will make chapatis, fresh chapatis when everybody is sitting at the table, kind of a thing. So that tradition still works in my house here in US, and people get shock of their life that you still do.
I just have another friend who does that, but otherwise I don't know.
Most of the people don't do it.
Most of the people don't.
I think that's what I have got from my mom. And you know, in my house, all the 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, is cooked. So which is rare in US. But
US में तो totally यार. So you were saying that you do that here, morning, afternoon, evening,
yes.
हर रोज?
Yes, हर रोज.
With the kind of profile I think you have, because I really don't know yet. I'll be knowing now. With such a busy schedule, you do all that.
Yes, I do that.
Wow. I want to get there, but okay. So you people just decided on your own what you wanted to study. And did you have anything in mind when you're growing up? What do you want to become?
Yeah, I wanted to become a doctor, because
you had that feeling.
Yeah, because again, the same thing, I always wanted to serve people. That was in my mind from the very
When you were such a young girl?
Yes, I had
because
that.
Your daddy's always talking about helping people?
Yes. So
maybe that's what you thought?
Yeah, it was always in my mind. And actually I did before, when I was doing my medical, I worked in so many charitable dispensaries. And when I became a doctor, my parents live in Safdarjung.
That was when? Around 70s, 80s?
80s.
Right? Yeah. So at that time,
yes.
I don't think anybody did much of charity work.
I worked in a lot of charitable dispensaries.
School kids being...
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, you know, when I became a doctor, in my locality, my parents live in Safdarjung.
But then you said that you didn't really do the, you were homeopathic doctor.
Medicine.
So what is that called actually, that course?
BHMS, that's the degree.
BHMS,
Bachelor of Homeopathic Medical Sciences.
BHMS, okay. So you did BHMS.
It's a 5.5 years course like MBBS. And
but why did you think of that? Because grandfather Hakim the, wo jis tarah kar rahe the,
whatever.
that kind of medicine is what you wanted to be in.
So when I did that, so it's 5.5 years course. Practically 4 years you study the same books, same whatever MBBS people study. We even get surgeons who will come and teach us, medical profession, everybody comes and teaches. The only difference is the medical part.
Medication.
Medication they have different. Otherwise they tell us how to diagnose a patient, how to read x-rays, ultrasounds, everything is same.
Oh.
Yeah, so 5.5 years, 4.5 years education, and then 1 year internship. We have a hospital where we did the internship also. So it's exactly the same, everything I did. And then, you know, in my...
So you were actually very good in studies. That means if you got easily into this school and all that?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. And then, you know, in my locality, there was they had a new temple coming up, and I told them I will start a charitable here, dispensary. As soon as I passed out, I started that dispensary, and then it became so popular, people used to come, and my dad used to feel so proud of. He used to say, you know, now people don't call me, my maiden name is Chawla. So he used to say, now they don't call me Mr. Chawla, they say Sangeeta's father, and I like that.
Oh my God, that is amazing.
Yeah, so...
And look at you, you just finished studies and you thought you would actually do a charity?
Yes, I did that for a long time, yes.
How many years? And all this is in Delhi?
Yeah, a long time I did, many years, yes, in Delhi. And then, you know, I was when I started writing a book, I used to have my own clinic also. So morning first I used to go to this dispensary. Early morning we used to have like 8 to 10 or something, and then I'll go to my clinic, morning clinic.
Talk about not wanting to wake up every day in the morning. I know.
Yes. And then I used to have my clinic morning and evening. In India,
So clinic aapne khola, matlab you had the business sense as well.
yes.
Because
Yes,
if you
from-
have your own clinic, that
Yes.
means, you know, it's all about business.
Actually, I was doing internship when I started my clinic.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I was doing internship. I started only evening clinic because morning used to be my, you know,
School.
internship. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I started with evening clinic, and then I started my morning
Did
clinic.
anybody help you thinking about all these things, or all this came to you on your own?
I think I had that from the very beginning. I
Everything on
used
your
to-
own?
Yes, yes. Most of the time, everything I did on my own. And you won't believe, I was doing this clinic morning, evening, and then I started writing this book. So when I was writing that book, I felt I don't have enough time.
But
you
what
know?
gave you the thought that you want to write a book?
Actually, I had a doctor who inspired me. He was a very aged person, like 70 plus years old. He started working on a thing which is called working with mind. So what he was doing
Working
is
with mind.
yes. So what he was doing is, in homeopathy, I don't know how much you know.
No.
Basically, it is dependent on symptoms. We don't treat a disease. If you come to me, I have headache, and 3 other people come to me with headache, I will not give the same medicine to all the 3, because we think every individual is different. So we will, due to your personality and what's the cause of headache, you have stress, you know, depending on different things, we take out the symptoms and we prescribe accordingly. So this guy came up with a theory, and he proved it, that if you don't even ask the person what is your physical problem, you just talk to him about his mind, what his mind is thinking now. You can prescribe, and he will be cured. So it was such an innovative thing. I
Very.
worked with him sometime, and I was so inspired. I said, I want to write something about it.
Wow.
And then I started writing that book, and it took me, so I felt I was not having enough time, because you need lot of
Lot of time.
concentration for that. So I stopped going to morning clinic. In India, it's not like here, the office hours. Normally people have clinics morning and in the evening, afternoon, nobody comes, so it's off kind
Okay.
of a thing.
Okay.
And here people close at 5. We start in the evening at 5 to 9 or something like that,
Ah.
because we feel that's the time people are free and they can come, right?
Okay.
Otherwise they have to take off to come
Correct,
to clinic.
correct,
So it's
correct.
different in India.
Yeah, okay.
So that's how I used to. So I stopped my morning clinic, and I started concentrating on this book. It took me almost a year to complete that book. So once that book was completed, I started
You wrote it in English or Hindi?
English.
English, okay.
Actually, my medium of study was always English.
What is
so
it called, by the way?
It is called In-Depth Materia Medica of Mind.
Where can we see it?
Yeah, I have actually. I could have got it.
A copy of it, but you don't
And
have
it's
it anywhere online or
no,
something.
No, I was thinking of getting it digitized,
think
but
you
I'm not.
should.
It's a 700-page book. It's
And
a
in
very,
today's world, it
yeah.
would actually be
Yes,
very, very, very
yes,
interesting.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
everybody is moving towards everything organic
naturopathy,
and
yes,
everything
yes,
vegan and
yes,
everything organic.
yes,
You know, so it's
yes.
all going to the
Yeah,
roots back
yeah,
again.
yeah.
Right? Okay. Now, before we go a little more further on this part of it, so while growing up, what else interested you besides being so seriously interested in studies and what you wanted to do, etc.?
Fashion.
Ah,
Clothing.
okay.
That always, intrigued me.
Uh-huh.
I always was interested in what to,
Wear.
what to wear and how to get, I will see something in the magazine and I will make sure that I can get that done myself from a tailor for embroidery, So I was very much into that. I used to design things for myself, not for
No, but
Yeah,
for yourself.
yeah.
So you're very interested in dressing up.
Yes. So
That
that
sounds
was
interesting.
always
Okay.
was a part of me.
Uh-huh.
And then what happened when I wrote this book, finished this book, and then suddenly what happened? I thought, what should I do? I start my clinic again or what? But it was something I always used to feel, you know, in doctor's life, sometimes you miss the fun. Though I used to have a lot of fun because all my cousins and everybody was there.
Around your
Yeah,
place.
around
yeah.
my place.
Yeah.
But the thing was, you go to a party and somebody will remember, oh, you know, I have headache, I have this problem, I have joint pains.
And then you start talking about that?
Yeah, so I felt that you don't escape that. Even if you're going to a party, you're going to a marriage, somebody will approach you with their problems.
India, I think
yeah,
they do.
Yeah, it
Not
happened.
here, right?
Yeah, but in India that used to happen. Even in the night, I tell you, when I used to come back from my clinic, people used to be sometime neighbors if they needed me. They used to be waiting. My car will enter the driveway and somebody will call. And my dad used to get mad. Because my parents used to wait for dinner for me. You know,
Yes.
I used to reach back by 9:30. They are waiting. Dinner is on the table. So I come and eat. I start eating and somebody calls.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I have this problem. So my dad, you know, for dinner time, nothing. You tell them I'm eating. But I was like that. You know, I used to feel, oh, somebody is not feeling well. I should talk to them. So I felt that my life, all the time I'm talking about diseases, suffering. So it was little, I felt I wanted to change.
Yeah.
And one day I was just reading the newspaper, and I don't know you know about Arvind Mills or not. It's a very big denim industry in India.
I think I
They are
heard the name.
They are in Ahmedabad. They are number 3 in the world,
Oh.
and they are number 1 in Asia.
Whoa.
They make all the brands in India for Levi's, for Wrangler, all the jeans, most of the brands they make.
Yes, okay.
So I see an ad in the newspaper which says that we are looking for a distributor for one of our new brands in India, in Delhi. Just read that. I called them.
Okay.
I want to come for an interview for this. Okay, they had series of interviews because it's a very big company.
Of course.
So after 2-3 interviews, whatever they asked me, I reached at the level who was the deciding authority. I'm sitting in front of him, no background of garments. Nobody in my family has background of garments.
Exactly.
My whole family is very educated, working, you know, no business family.
Family.
So I just reached there, and that guy asked me, he says, Sangeeta, I have a question for you, okay?
Huh.
We have 200 or 300 distributors all over US. Not even one female distributor.
Uh-huh.
How you thought about it? You don't even have a background for...
But that time you were in India.
Yeah, I was in India.
But this is for US.
No. It was distributorship for Delhi.
Delhi.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he asked me, how did you think about it? You know, it's not a woman's job. That's what he told me.
Okay.
So I had my homework done. I knew I'm going for this interview. So at that time, what happened was, if I take that distributorship, I'm talking about 20 years back,
Uh-huh.
I was supposed to put, I don't know, 20-30 lakh rupees into their product. I will
You have to?
Yeah, because I will buy their product and then supply it to the shopkeepers and, you know, kind of a
Okay.
wholesaler.
Showrooms and all
Yes,
that.
yeah.
Huh.
So I had to buy 20-30 lakhs. So I'm investing money into their company.
Wow.
And
So you made enough money with your practice and all
Yes,
that?
yes.
That's why you thought you
yes,
could afford to
yes.
do this.
I said, I can take that risk.
Okay, got it, yeah.
So they said, it was like, okay, so this much money I have to invest into your company, and your contract, whatever contract you will give me, if I don't perform, you can throw me out. He said, yes. I said, then who's the loser? If I don't perform, I'm the loser. You're not losing anything.
So why
right?
are you worried?
Yeah, so why you worried? I should be worried about. And he loved that answer.
Yes.
He said, he said, welcome to Arvind Mills family.
Wow.
I still remember that.
That's so amazing. Yes.
So that's how I got into that distributorship. It was a big thing. I had whole Delhi to me. And so then my routine became
even more hectic, I'm sure.
Very hectic, because I had to take a big godown where I used to hold
Store all this,
and then you have to sell that, and they are like, they give you targets. running around, Karol Bagh, whatnot. You know, places I've never seen in my life, Najafgarh and whatnot.
Because you have to go to every part of Delhi.
Yeah, every part of Delhi. I'm running around with the things and selling. And after that, after a year or so, they had first distributors meet in which they invited me. And that guy went on the podium with me. He said, when this girl came to me, I was so skeptical. I told her I don't have single female distributor, but she proved herself. Today, I am telling you, all you guys, you are sitting in your offices and she is running around and selling our goods better than you.
Wow, that is so awesome.
It was very nice.
And it's a completely different world for you.
Yeah, different world. And you won't believe, I never used to tell anybody I'm a doctor there. I had a practice.
Correct.
So what I used to do, morning I'll go to my godown. I had 2-3 salespeople who will be doing, I'll give them whatever they had to do. And then 5 o'clock my clinic used to start. So 4 I will leave and I'll go to my clinic. So I had 2 different business cards. One for my business and one for my clinic. So I never used to tell anybody I'm a doctor.
Acha.
So many times it happened. One of my shopkeepers, somebody called the office and asked the guy, salesman or whosoever was in office, okay, where is the madam? Oh, she's in her clinic. The next time, oh, you're a doctor. So it was like that. But I really enjoyed both. You know, I felt that clinic, you know, when you are with your patients, it gives you a different kind of satisfaction.
Correct.
You can make as much money.
But you can't get that gratification.
Yeah, I always miss that here. And with the business, you get a sense of achievement, you know, that I could feel that, okay, I have done something which no woman has done in India at that time.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah. So I was doing huge business.
By the way, after studies, didn't the family get to you about marriage and stuff?
Yeah, but I was pushing them back. I said,
that
I'm
means
so
like
busy.
Very progressive.
Yeah.
Right? Because usually
Yes.
they wouldn't leave a girl alone.
Yes. And I don't know, I had some, never wanted to leave my parents. I was so attached to them. My brother is settled in Singapore. So me and my sister was married. She's the eldest. And then my brother, he went to. So I used to feel, oh, I want to protect my parents. Don't want to leave.
Oh my God. Okay. And so you actually convinced them to let you leave you alone?
Yeah, a long time.
For a long time. Wow. And then what happened?
Then what happened?
While you were busily doing these things,
my husband
happened. Where did you find him?
No, I did not find him. Again, like one of our family friends, they introduced. Actually, I met his brother-in-laws and sister at common family friends. They liked me, and they told him to come and meet me.
Okay.
So he came from US to meet me.
Oh, he was in US?
Yeah, he was already in US. So he came to meet me. We met, liked each other. And it was a very big decision, but I decided, I never wanted to, not even thinking about US.
घर नहीं छोड़ना चाहते थे?
घर मैं ये कहती थी कि मैं साउथ दिल्ली से बाहर नहीं जाऊंगी. You can't even send me to West Delhi or North Delhi. I was like that particular. And imagine I came
what
to
was it
US.
about that Delhi that you wanted to be so much there?
My parents.
Only
Close
your parents.
to my parents, yes.
You just want to stay with your family.
Yes.
Wow.
I was all my family lives in South Delhi. So I used to say, I'm not going away.
So totally a family girl.
Yes, totally a family girl.
Wow. Okay. So then, what was it about your husband that attracted you enough to want to get married and leave South Delhi and the country even?
Actually, again, the same thing. His family is very close-knit family. And I felt like, you know.
Family again?
Yeah, family again. So that was the thing which attracted me.
That is very nice. And what happened to your businesses out there and all that?
I closed everything. And
you
came
had to
here.
Because there's nobody else who wanted to take care of that?
Yes. That was a very, I took that decision. That's what I'm saying. Like once I decide something, I'm very indecisive. I'm a typical Libra.
Okay.
You know, keep balancing thing and thinking, oh, this is right or this is right.
Yes.
I'm typical that, but once I take a decision, then I don't look back.
That is perfect.
And then I have to succeed, you know. I will push myself as much as I can, and I have to succeed in that. So,
Wow. But you know what? This is a fantastic thing that you said just now. Ki, once you make your decision, even if you take time to make your
Yes,
decision, once you
yes.
take your decision, be done with it, close
Yes.
it. Only then we can move on. Only
Yes.
that's the way we can be happy all the time.
Yes, yes,
Right? Otherwise, if we carry each and every decision that we make, I think most of the people do that. Don't you think, Sangeeta?
yes, yes, and that's the part. That's why people are not happy.
Happy,
you know,
right?
Because they keep thinking, oh, I should. If I would have done this, I would have been
Yes,
better.
yes.
But once you have taken a decision, you have to follow that.
I'm so like that. You know, I
Yeah.
finish one thing,
Yeah.
next day morning I wake up and I don't even think about it.
Yes, yes.
You know, it's very strange.
Yeah.
It just happens naturally to me. I never really thought about
Yeah,
it. But
yeah.
when you were saying it, yes, that is the real mantra,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes.
That once you make a decision, just forget about it.
Yeah, and then
Right
for-
or wrong, be
Yes,
responsible for it
yeah.
and forget about it.
Yeah,
period.
because it's done. You
It's
can't
done.
change it.
Exactly.
you
What's the
know?
point in
what's the
thinking and
point
going
of-
back and forth?
Yes, yes. You keep thinking about it and you feel sad about it. What's the point?
Fantastic. This is again a aha moment here. You know, Sangeeta, because it's a very big thing.
Yes.
You know, some people might know, some people might not know, but there is a science to everything.
I think everyone knows, but they don't realize,
Realize it.
sometimes.
Get
so
it.
you just need to
Yeah.
be there to make them realize.
Yeah,
that this
and put
is
it like
what
a
it is.
statement.
Yes. Yes.
Right? Because just now when you said only then it got through to me. I'm always like that. Like I was, so many people were shocked. Few years ago, when I came to the US, I started off with a radio station. All right, so I was working for EBC radio, okay, for about 10 years. And then I just left it one fine day, okay, and I joined somebody in the IT space, okay. So at that time, I have to actually after a week or something, I have to drive past my studio, और जहाँ से मैं घूमती थी वहाँ पे
I
on the
know.
road, okay, Route 1 पे जा रही हूँ.
हाँ.
I didn't even look that way. I just drove past. And in the office, when I reached, after a month or so, these new employer was asking me that I have my own doubts that, you know, you were so much in the media and out there, would you be okay sitting behind, you know, sitting on a desk behind a computer? Would you like it? You don't even look like it that you have been anywhere else but here. That means I've totally khatam.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just gone, you know. I mean, from a radio station to an IT leadership hiring company is like two different.
Yes.
you
Look at
know.
me. I'm into finance now.
Exactly. I mean, you are something else. All right, you went. I mean, you have gone too many places. I'm not. Okay, I just went two places. All right. Okay, but now you tell me. So when so you got married immediately?
No, he came in summer. We met, and actually he came prepared that we will get married immediately. I said that's not possible because I have to close my business, I have to close my clinic. So we decided we will do it after 6 months. So he came back to US.
What does he do?
He imports Oriental rugs from India.
Ooh, another businessman.
His family is into that business for 2 generations.
Now?
Yes.
Wow.
Like his grandfather started
It
and
here?
then- no, they manufacture in India,
Where?
Badoi.
Badoi.
That's the main hub for Oriental rugs manufacturing. It's close to Banaras.
Ah.
So that's where they manufacture, and then he brings them here and supplies it to different stores. He's a wholesaler, like supplies to Bloomingdale's, and Macy's, and
Now
like-
here he
yes,
does all
yes,
that.
Yes.
That is so awesome. So there was something common also, right? Because you did something in the garment
Yes,
stuff and all that. That
yes.
was interesting.
Yes.
Okay, so what did you think that you will do coming here?
Actually, you know, I came with the impression, after we got engaged, I went and attended an international conference. There was a lady from US who was attending that conference, a homeopathic conference.
Where
And,
was that?
In Delhi.
Okay,
in
okay.
Moria Hotel.
Huh.
So I went and asked her. I said, you know, I am engaged to a person. I'm coming to US. I want to know what are my prospects. And she said, don't worry. You know, there is a course which is a naturopathy course, and you can do that. They will give you, it's a 4.5 years course because you have studied here medicine. So they will give you 2.5 years of exemption. So within 1 year, 1.5 year, you can complete that course, and then you can practice there under naturopathy. You can practice as a homeopathy.
Okay.
So I said, cool, that's not bad.
Yes.
And I was never shy of studying anything. So
I know
said,
you always
"Oh,
like
yeah."
new challenges, I guess.
So I said, that's fine, I can do that. Okay, I come here. And
Did you come directly to New Jersey?
yeah, directly. Actually, we got married. He took fiancé visa for me, so I came with him only. We got married, and within few days we were here in US.
Okay.
So my first home was in Jersey City. So he was living in Jersey City at that time. So we came here, and from next day onwards, I started searching the net. You know what I can do. And to my disappointment, because you know those 6 months, the time was so short.
Yes.
I had so many things at my mind to finish
Yes.
that I did not realize that
You
I
had
should
2
be
businesses
looking.
to wind up, home, everything, huh?
So I did not realize that I should have been searching that. I did not do it. So when I came, the first thing I started doing a search for that. And you won't believe, it was a disappointment. There was only one college. It was in Seattle.
Wow.
And it was a full-time course. I talked to my husband. He said, it's not happening.
I know. Shadi karte hi, you
He
don't
said,
wanna-
you can't go there for 1.5 years. So what to do now? Talked to lot of homeopaths. Like, I think I called each and every homeopath I could find on internet in US.
Oh my God.
And everybody said, oh, you can practice, but you know, legally, you can't call yourself a doctor. You can say you are an educationist and blah, blah, blah. You can get a waiver signed, you know, different things, because you can't get here the main problem is if somebody sues you,
Correct,
right?
correct,
That's
correct,
the
correct.
biggest issue.
Correct.
So that's why doctors have those malpractice insurances, and that I could not get. And I found out there was a college in New York. I called them. They had a 6 months course. I called them. They said, what will we teach you? You have done 5.5 years course.
Exactly. Oh my.
So I even called the board. They said, you should be a little careful. Don't call yourself doctor, but you can practice. But my husband is a very law-abiding person. He said, no, you can't take that kind of a risk.
No.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
I said, okay,
So-
you know better because
Exactly.
you have been living here.
Uh-huh.
But I was a person so
Who has to do
busy,
something.
Yeah, could not sit at home. Started searching again. Found a job in fashion industry in Manhattan.
Whoa. What is that?
In accounting. You won't believe I was so bad. You know, when I had my business and my practice, I had a CPA who used to do my
Take care of.
accounts. And whenever he needed me, he will call, Madam, I need to sit with you, and I will try to avoid him for a month. I used to hate accounts. And here, like, I just saw some job. I said, let me go and talk to them. Went there. And that guy told me, we have a specialized software. So if you can learn that software, we can hire you. So he said, I will give you 1 week to learn the software. If you can do that, I will hire you. I said, okay. And after 2 days, 3rd day, that guy told me, you're hired. So I landed up end of December in this country. 1st of February, I was working.
Whoa.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And in my office, people used to say, oh, people don't come out of their house for a year. They're so scared, you know, in different countries.
Which year was that?
2001.
Not too far away. I came in
Yes.
2000. Okay. Wow. Okay. So it started off directly in Manhattan with the job, and that
Yes.
too as
Fashion
an accountant.
industry. Accounting.
What
yeah.
fashion industry was it? What was it called?
No, I have different companies I've worked for. I have worked for Dana K. I have worked for Gab Industries. All Jewish people. I've never worked for any Indian.
Ah, okay.
So, and then, you know, I started going from there. I did well. Then I thought, oh, this is good. Again, started searching, jumped from one job to another, I, you know, a lot of changes and growing up in my...
Getting better in doing what you were doing.
Yes, and everybody had different software, but they are so simple.
Almost
if you have
similar.
common sense, you can work on them. It's not difficult.
Okay.
So I reached in a company like almost like a controller of the whole accounts payable, accounts receivable, doing their checks, everything. And then one day suddenly a guy calls me and tells me, you know, a girl used to work with you and she has given me your number. I'm from New York Life. I want to talk to you about joining New York Life.
Okay.
I tell him, I'm not even looking for a job. I'm very happy what I'm doing. I don't need another job. And this guy kept on insisting, come, at least come and meet me. At least come and meet me. I went there, met him. He took me out for lunch. And then he said, you know what, I really want you to join. So, you know, you can join part-time for 6 months and then you can decide if you like it. I said, okay, that's not bad. Signed up. And then, you know, I was just putting in some cases, not going to office, doing nothing because I was busy with my own job.
Yes.
And then, unfortunately, suddenly one day I get a call from India that my sister is diagnosed with cancer.
Oh no.
So that was a call that which I
you
said,
up.
I told my boss where I was working, I said, I'm going to India. I don't know when I'll come back. So he told me, we will wait for you. I said, okay, I will go and see what the condition is and I'll let you know. I went there, she was not in a good shape. So I decided to quit my job, quitted my job. So from her diagnosis to she passed away in 8 months.
Oh no, what was it?
Ovarian cancer.
Oh God.
So I was back and forth within those 8 months. I used to be there for 2 months, come back for 10 days, go back.
Again.
So what I kept on doing during that time, whenever I used to come, I will try to get a case and put it in the office. So New York Life did not fire me because I was producing for them.
Even at that time?
Yeah, even at that time. So when she passed away, I came back. I had no job. Job was gone. So I said, instead of looking for another job, let me give full-hearted try to this, what I have taken. Because I loved the flexibility I was getting there. I don't have to report to anyone. I'm not, you know, no.
Yes, you have your own time.
You have your own time. If you can produce, they don't bother you.
Yes.
So then I started doing it. And I'm still there.
Wow. How many years now with them?
2008 I joined them. So long time now.
So you finally are, let's say for now you're settled in the financial industry.
Yes.
We don't know what you will do next, right?
Yes.
So, okay, so how is family, you know, family life here now? Because it's definitely not like how it used to be.
Yeah,
in India.
Initially it was very, very tough, you know, when I came. I am a crying baby.
Oh, emotional, right?
I'm very
sensitive.
Emotional. Yeah, very sensitive and emotional. So I used to cry a lot. See, first thing was I used to write like checks of 20 lakh, 30 lakh sitting over my table over there.
Correct.
Coming here, working for somebody.
Yes.
Which was, and actually if you see, I did not work for anybody since I passed college.
Correct. Directly you got into your own thing.
I got into my practice.
Your own clinic.
Yeah, then
charity
my business.
clinic.
Yeah. So I never worked for anybody.
Correct.
Different country, different people.
Yes.
It was very tough for me initially. I used to cry every day. Oh, what did I do?
Exactly.
Why I come here?
I know. Over there you feel like Raja.
Yeah, and
you know, king of the world.
Yeah,
in
and
India.
then whole family around you. You know, you
Yes.
have a issue. Like in my business also, my brother-in-law was a CPA. I have any accounting issue. Oh, please handle this. You know, my
Yes.
dad. Okay, dad, can you take care of the banking? So you know, everybody was
Exactly.
there. Here, me and my husband, nobody else.
Exactly.
So it was very tough emotionally starting, and then I thought, how what can I do to get my life back? You know?
Back.
So then I started going into Indian community.
There you go.
So they became my family.
So beautiful. So that's how you started getting connected.
Yes, and from one friend to another. Actually, I'm very passionate about doing charity. Still, my dream is to have my own big charity. where I can-
NGO.
Yeah, NGO.
You want to run an NGO.
That's my dream project.
Wow.
So I am with Enable. I'm on their board. Enable is a very beautiful organization here. They have like 500 to 600 not kids, mentally challenged or physically challenged people. They take care of them. They are based in Princeton. They have funding, federal funding, state funding, but it's a good organization.
Wow.
So I am on their board.
Oh.
I have been with CRY, that is Child Rights and
Yes,
Youth.
yes.
So I actually, whosoever approaches me with anything to do with charity, I'm always there.
So you're always connecting with them.
Yeah, so
How
you know,
awesome.
and I feel here after some time, I feel our family is our friends here, because
Absolutely.
if something happens, my family will not be able to reach immediately.
Yes.
The friends are always
Yes,
there.
yes.
So that's what I feel.
Very true.
Yeah. So
I think we all have made friends like that are more like family now.
Yes.
Right? Coming
Yeah.
out of your country.
Yes.
It's a similar thing for everybody.
Yeah.
Right? So
that's true.
initially when we come and make some friends, those are literally family.
Yeah, initially you feel, you know, little lonely and things like, but
Exactly.
after that, and now my life has become so busy. I
It's so
have
many people
so
all
many people,
around.
so many. Literally, I can tell you, if I want to go out, I have invites, at least 5-6 invites every week. So if I want to go out, I can go out every night.
I know.
So
Here
it's-
everybody has a very busy social life.
It's,
Right?
running from one pole to another. That's what is happening. You know, your professional life, your home life, your social life.
Exactly.
it's a lot.
So how is it at home with your husband, kids?
I don't have any kids.
You don't have any kids. Okay, so with your husband and everything, how does it go? Like he's also letting you do whatever you want like your dad.
Yes.
Otherwise you couldn't have done what you did.
Yes, definitely. Initially, he was little possessive about, you know, but then he realized that I was not happy to be constrained, you know. I need to go out.
I think, yeah.
Because
He should
that's,
know.
yeah, because that's my personality.
Personality, correct.
And now I think we know each other so well. Initially, I also restricted myself a lot because he's not a very outgoing person. So I used to go wherever only if he is going. So, you know,
Correct.
if he's not going, and I will sit back.
Yes.
But then I was not happy.
Exactly.
So then after some time we realized that that's not right. So wherever he feels like coming with me, he comes.
Yeah.
Wherever he doesn't feel like, I go alone and do things. So
Exactly.
but if you have back support, it doesn't make a difference.
So
You know, you
true.
need to understand each
That's
other.
about
That's
it.
all.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
Nothing else to
Yeah,
it.
so
Right?
everybody has a different personality.
Yes.
He's not outgoing. I am outgoing, and there are
Totally.
so many social cause. I'm so close to.
You actually have to
Yeah.
run to it, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Right?
So
They call out
yeah,
to you.
Yeah, I can't stop myself, you know, even if I want to.
Wow.
I can't. That's my in my blood, maybe.
Amazing. So you love your new life now?
Yeah. Now I love my new life. You
Yeah?
know, I can do whatever.
Settled
I want to
in,
do. Yes,
settled in,
yes,
and you know
yes.
what you're doing.
Yes.
Any plans besides your NGO thing?
Not really at present, but life is so uncertain. You never know.
And
what
I think
happens.
you're a girl that doesn't really think of planning. What comes, you grab it if you want it.
Yeah.
And you just go with it.
Yes. And I always feel that's the way one should live.
Yes.
If opportunity comes, like I have at present, like I'm working with so many doctors, you never know.
Exactly. I mean, how did this happen, by the way? How did you get into all these doctors?
Yeah, actually what happened few years back, New York Life, we have an agent in California who works only with doctors,
Okay,
only. All
okay.
his clients are doctors.
Uh-huh.
And he's very, very successful. So what New York Life did, New York Life called him to do a workshop for some agent. They picked up 70 agents from all over US and I was one of them.
Okay.
So I went for that workshop. So it inspired me to work more with
the
doctors.
doctor. So that's what you did.
Yeah, that's what I did, and then I started getting involved in RP. And this event I did on Friday.
Yes.
It was a fundraiser for hurricane. So how this happened? RP, National RP decided they wanted to do 10 events all over US to raise funds for hurricane.
Uh-huh.
And they were doing all the events with, they have done 9 with Talat Aziz. So celebrity. One of the doctors here, like there are 2, 3, actually there were 7, 8 doctors who were involved here, and most of them knew me. So they told me, you can reach out to so many people, you can help us. So I said, why not? And when they told me about Talat Aziz, I said, why we need to pay so much money to a celebrity when we are doing hurricane? I said,
especially when it's charity, right?
yeah. And actually, I was at their national RP convention in Atlantic City a few months back.
Yes, yes.
They had a band which was done only by doctors of RP.
Wow.
And they're so talented. I said, I want them.
Wow.
I don't want a celebrity.
Yes.
So that's how it was decided. And I tell you, all over US 9 cities, I think the maximum they have raised is $25,000 to $30,000. We have raised $50,000.
How awesome is that?
Yes,
By cutting out the celebrity.
Yes.
Major money must have
Yeah.
been saved there.
Yes. So
Wow, amazing. That is really very, very interesting, Sangeeta. I mean, you have a simple life,
Yes.
but a very exciting life. Right? Looks like
can
it.
say that,
Right?
yeah.
I think I could, that's how I can sum up your life.
see, you can make any life exciting if you want to.
Absolutely. You don't really have to be dancing on,
Yeah, on
you
the
know,
floor.
on the
Yeah.
floor and doing
Yes.
something, right?
Yes,
That's what
yes,
I'm saying.
yes,
You're not
yes.
doing that kind of running around where, you know, that's not the adrenaline rush.
I have even done an event like Karwa Chauth. Can you believe it? Because I felt people do
Why
Diwali,
not?
Dashera, this and that. Nobody looks at Karwa Chauth.
You're right.
And we did a big event in Akbar. There were 125, 150 people.
I heard about it and I thought, wow, I wish I knew it.
I said, like, let's do something different.
You know, I'm a South Indian. I love this Karwa Chauth thing. All right, my husband doesn't get it. All right, there was for a few years, I would still do it because I would love dressing up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but then later, because he's so not interested in it, I just completely stopped. And I thought, you know, something like this would be a great opportunity,
Yeah, so
right?
I said, let's do it. And we did it. We had 150 people come in for that event. So you just
Amazing.
think about it and you can make it happen.
Yes. Fantastic. Wow. Again, another beautiful journey, a beautiful story of sensitivity and being so emotional and at the same time being so strong. Okay. That is a wonderful combination. It simply says that just because you're a sensitive person doesn't mean you're not tough.
Yes.
Right? People mistake it. You know, if
Yes.
somebody is sensitive, they think, oh, they're sensitive, so they are, you know,
See,
not strong.
basically, you have to be sensitive to other people. That's
And to
all.
yourself,
and to
and
yourself.
that doesn't mean-
Actually, sometimes I'm not sensitive to myself, but I'm sensitive to others.
Oh, that is really nice. That's really nice. But sensitivity comes from if only when you have that kind of sensitivity.
Yes,
If you
yes.
don't, you can't even show
Yeah,
it to others.
yes,
So, you know,
yes,
it has to be
that's
within
true.
you.
Yes.
And once it's within you, that doesn't mean it makes you less strong of
No,
a
no, you
person.
can be
very,
very
very, very
strong.
strong. Actually, you can be sensitive and be sensitive about others only when you're strong.
Yes.
Right, so that's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wrap of another beautiful episode. Did you think that we had gone through an hour already? Just look at the
Actually,
clock.
I did not even realize.
See, we actually are over 1 hour. Do you know? I told you.
Both of us are quite talkative.
Absolutely, and I told you, you will not know. Okay, we'll just have fun and we'll be done with it, and we are done. And thank
Yes.
you so much, Sangeeta, for coming here.
You're most welcome, and thanks for thinking about me. and bringing
Absolutely,
me
you have a
here.
very interesting, very different life. Okay, and you made it all yourself.
Yes.
Yes, on your
Yes.
own. You created everything that you wanted. A good
Yes.
career, being
Yes.
able to help in charity and stuff.
Yes.
Everything you created for yourself.
Yes.
Right? On your
Yeah.
own.
Yes.
Fabuloso.
Thank
All
you.
right, keep it up, okay? And we
Sure.
would definitely want to be a part of anything that you do to be
Sure.
able to support you as a media.
Sure.
All righty? All the very, very best to you. Always.
Thank you so much.
All
Thanks
right,
for
thank
being,
you.
inviting
Thank
me.
you so much. All right, guys, so it is time to call it a wrap. And before we do that, you want to do this with me? You,
You,
we, W.
W.
That is United Voice of Women for you. Thank you, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. And I definitely promise you that I'm going to be back here with another guest as exciting, if not more, right here. So till next week, take care, be good, keep smiling, and remember, I love you.